It's not you. It's me.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
No, and that's not a lie. Look, you're beautiful and fun, and I still jumped into the sack with Stacy Marasco.
Fish, I'm over it.
Okay, but I didn't tell you everything.
Okay.
The reason I treated you the way I did that night wasn't because I didn't like you enough.
I was awful that night. I made you wait to dance with me.
Please, just listen, okay? I acted the way I did because I like you so much.
Are you saying you respect me too much to jump me on the first date?
Well, yeah.
That's really sweet. But what was happening between us tonight is so not bad. Fish, it's okay.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
No, I meant about Fish. Let me put it this way. If Layla was your friend, what would you say to her?
Honestly, I've warned any woman that I really cared about not to get involved with Oliver Fish.
So what now? You just wait till your dad comes up here?
I don't know what we do next. When I blew up at him, I didn't exactly have long-range plans.
It's the thing about blowing up and walking out.
Yeah, you gotta face the person again.
And this time they're gonna be ready for you.
Oh, man.
You still need your dad to help you out with college, right?
Yeah, my scholarship only covers tuition. I mean, even with student loans, I gotta stay at home or I'm not gonna make it.
You gotta talk to him then.
Yeah.
But after tonight, your dad knows you mean business. He's gotta respect you for that.
Well, at least now I respect myself.
So, I'm just supposed to stand here, smiling, making small talk, while my 18-year-old son is having sex?
We just think you should cool off before you do anything.
You know, maybe you should stop thinking so much about Marco and Langston all the time. Start thinking about Marco and you.
Aurelia, for what it's worth, I counseled Langston and Marco to wait. However, they both decided together that they'd waited long enough.
It does happen that way, you know.
I know. So why don't we just trust those two young people?
Trust my son after the way he behaved tonight.
But he's such a nice kid. When Marco and I are at work, if he is not bussing tables, then he is working so hard on his studies.
Well, college is his chance to better himself, and he could lose that chance if he gets Langston in trouble.
That is definitely not going to happen.
Mrs. Rivera, I have 4 children, and I have learned that you cannot protect them forever. But if you've done your job right, and looking at Marco, I suspect you have, they learn to protect themselves and to make very wise decisions.
Oh, I don't think my husband will ever see it that way.
I know a few things about pushing your son away. For a long time, my kid wouldn't have anything to do with me.
I'm not you. I'm not an alcoholic.
No, you're a bully. Look, a kid Marco's age likes to be treated like a man.
Look at all the things he's done right. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, and take it from a guy who knows. Don't get so caught up in doing things your own way that you can't even hear what your son is saying.
Excuse me, but Charlie is 100% right. Oh, and here's your chance to do that.
Wow. I can't believe it. Aunt Stacy wouldn't give me her stem cells unless you dumped Dad? I had to make him believe it, too. That's why I couldn't tell you. And they're not even her stem cells? I had her retested. She's no match.
This is tough to hear, isn't it?
It's just that Aunt Stacy's always been so great. She never treated me like a little kid. She's the one that told me.
What? What did she tell you?
I knew something was wrong, but you guys wouldn't tell me. So I went to Aunt Stacy and she told me about Mom and Brody. I'll bet she did. You're such a jerk. I was so mean to you, Mom. It's okay. No, it's not. I said such rotten stuff to you. You were sick and your Aunt Stacy was lying to you and so was I. I'm so sorry, Mom.
Oh, yeah, right. You don't know who sent that nurse to take that extra blood. Just a stranger, someone out of the clear blue.
You're the only one who knew where the stupid blood was. If somebody knew, it's because you told them.
Why would I breathe a word of that? I put up with you posing that you're the donor. That's how far I would go to make sure that no one finds out who the real donor is.
Yeah, I know. I also know when you get a couple double vodkas in your system, you do a little more than just say your prayers.
By
Does
Paul
that happen,
Beckman.
Roxy? Did you shoot your mouth off in some bar?
No, I didn't do
The song's
that,
gonna be
but...
called Stacy and Roxy Having It Out.
But what?
Using the guitar chords G7 and A minor 7.
You know something, don't you? Did someone figure out that those are my stem cells that saved Shane's life?
Stacy and Roxy having it out.
How you put this whole thing
Over leverage.
Who knows, Roxy?
Stacy and Roxy
Tell me.
having it out now.
You listen to me,
Over
mister.
leverage.
What happened
Leverage
to
of
me?
who could
I brought it
blackmail
on
who.
myself.
Better or worse.
Maybe there was another way to do things, a better way, but I
Telling
just couldn't
her
see
son
that. Because all I could think about was
Gigi's son.
getting you what you
Gigi's
needed.
son.
Even if
Telling
that meant
him the truth
losing
now.
your dad, and you hated
Can
my
he
guts.
handle it as a child?
The only
Is
thing I
it
kept
too
it
much?
going was
Does it go
was knowing
over
how
his
much we all
head or
loved
does
each
he
other.
understand it a bit? Oh,
The hope
oh.
that someday we could make it right.
Oh, oh.
And I want that day to be today.
You did it all for me to save my life. And now I'm better, and we know the truth.